Well, hey, good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Blue Gamer Bluecast Morning Show. I'm your host, Adam Blue, 30 plus year video game enthusiast and industry analyst. And today, it's the 26th. It's the day after Christmas. Hope you guys had a good time, if you celebrate or not. And you know what the thing with Christmas with me is, I'm not like religious. I wouldn't say, hey, I'm Christian, I'm religious, or I follow anything, but it's just a cool time of year. Um, I think it's an excuse to do cool stuff. It's like when I, go play some Godzilla PS4, put on a Godzilla soundtrack while I'm doing that, or building a Gundam model kit while watching a Gundam show. Christmas just allows you to kind of immerse yourself in some cool aesthetics and music. It's just that this year it was warm. It was in the 80s on Christmas, which is pretty crazy. So, um, but the other thing too, sometimes it could be a little depressing or sad. There's something about it where you get to that swell of the year. There's expectations, there's reflection. And I'll say, this year I did a lot better with that in terms of like, reflecting back and really being appreciative of things and not letting certain things, you know, let me down. But also the other thing is the video games during that time of year. Like, what did you get on Christmas that you played? And as we get older, and again, I'm probably talking to an older audience, there's less of that, like, oh, surprise game I've been wanting, I'm finally getting it on Christmas. For instance, I got Metroid Prime 4 and Kirby Air Riders earlier in the month. That was my Christmas present for myself. It's just the technical aspects of that is my wife and I budgeting. Okay, let's put aside this amount of money so for Christmas you can have bought this for yourself, because two $80 games, Nintendo, or $70 games, that's expensive. But I will say, the one thing that I'm going to remember so much gaming wise when it comes to this Christmas of 2025 is Xenoblade Chronicles X, guys. That game is just so good. I had no idea. I'm going to go to chat real quick. We'll get back to that. But yeah, morning, Ultron, Mr. Jam Collects. Good to see you guys. Ultron, I believe in our Lord and Savior Kira Yamamoto, who was shot down and rose again in 3 days to bring freedom to us all. That's funny how that works out. But yeah, I'm not religious. I just like the vibes. It's supposed to inspire people, even if it's temporary. Exactly. The vibes get people motivated. Maybe get people to be willing to hang out with others when normally they wouldn't throughout the year. I didn't get games, but I got 2 new PS4 controllers, an MP3 player, and a P Bandai Ultron Gundam. We saw Avatar, so I had no gaming time. Okay, that's a lot of cool stuff all at once. Awesome that you guys went and saw Avatar. 2 new PS4 controllers is legit. PS4 controllers are good, even though I prefer Xbox controllers, but I just mean they are just good controllers. And I've had them in the past break down. What was it? Did I buy one recently? Or was that a PS3 controller? I don't know, but it's those control, and then an MP3 player, which also is cool. I've thought about stuff like that, making a more curated, deliberate music library for myself, like I used to do until music became digital, and then I could listen to stream everything. But I kind of like the idea of having something it doesn't have to be online or whatever. I can have it lossless and just have like the Gundam soundtracks, favorite metal bands, stuff like that. That's pretty cool. And then the Ultron Gundam, of course. Well, let's real quickly talk about what I've been playing. That will kind of lead into everything else. So let me do a refresh to see if it updated. Yes. So guys, just to let you know, I've put in 7 hours and 21 minutes so far into Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition. I am shocked about this game. Now, there are dialogue scenes, and sometimes they run long, but there's not a lot. The amount of character talking that I was afraid of would happen is minimal compared to the amount of exploration and combat in this game, which is nearly all the time if you want it to be. I'm coming from a place of where I am not someone that plays JRPGs generally. Like, I've played them. I don't sit through and beat them. I don't really. A lot of it has to do with combat. It's a mix of the combat not really getting my neurons firing because it's more of just you can casually do what you want, but also then there's a lot of reading and story, which again I don't mind. But when I'm playing a game, I've always been more attracted to games where I'm constantly doing hand-eye coordination stuff. But this game offers that. The exploration's fun because, and here's a good way to explain it. Xenoblade Chronicles, the type of game it is more of a, or maybe I should just explain it in reverse. If you were to take Breath of the Wild, that is more of a simulation open world adventure game, whereas I feel like Xenoblade Chronicles offers more of a game system game where everything's very game like. It's not like real life simulation physics. Everything's very game like. So you have this open world map in Xenoblade. And then on the map, though, if you look at it, everything is tiled. So every part of the map is tiled and it says what's there that you can get. In Breath of the Wild, it's not like that. It's just a big area. It's like, okay, maybe I'll find something here or there, more simulation survival like. This, it's way more of here's everywhere you can go explore. There's loot everywhere. Every time you're running around, there's something to pick up. Enemies, you're getting loot. And what's interesting is when you're in the open world and running, you can run pretty fast. The open world is gigantic, but at the same time, you can move through it pretty quick. And the jump button is really good. Like you jump, it's almost like you're jumping on Mars, like in that John Carter of Mars, where you can leap pretty far, high and far. And so jumping up cliffs is trivial. Like there's those things that are not realistic, but mechanically allow you to move through the game better. You can fast travel on any tile, not any tile, but nearly any tile on the map. It's where there's certain landmarks or points on the map. So it's interesting how the exploration works in that way, and I really like it. I can go to where I need to explore. The combat is where it's different for me from what I play a lot, and it's almost like a mix of different things because you press the right trigger. It reminds me of the Z button from Link to the Past to target the enemy, but in this case, you just press it to target on, and then you can hold down and press other buttons to target different body parts. So now we're getting to other games that do that. For me, the first thing that comes to mind is the Surge, but I know that's been a thing in like Fallout and all that. So you've got that aspect of it. And then at the bottom, it's almost like, and I'm just relating this to games I'm more familiar with. It's almost like a Diablo, where at the bottom you have all these different skills, but they're like your combat moves. And then you select the one you want to use, or like World of Warcraft, I guess MMOs in general, but you select the one you want to use, you wait for cooldown. Sometimes it's better to use ones but while you're doing this and you're locked on, you're constantly circle strafing around the enemy. And it's great. You can move around. It hasn't been a factor yet, but I think position is going to be a big deal because it will tell me side, front, back. And nothing has required me to focus on that. I've been able to get through fighting enemies pretty easily. And it seems when it comes to fighting too. So I was just talking about the combat system. Again, you're going out in the open world and it could be you trigger an instance where then you're fighting the enemy, but they're all in the world. It's not like they're hidden. Most of them you can just run past though, and you can choose to kill them, which is kind of sad because they're just animals. There's aliens though that are trying to invade as well. But anyway, all this stuff together just really equals a really good time. The music is amazing. And it's like the graphics aren't amazing necessarily, but it looks good. And probably out of any open world game I've ever played, the landscape looks most expansive and the depth is really sold to me on that field of view where I'm seeing things in the distance. So there's so many reasons to make this game pretty incredible. And like I said, I've played 7 hours and 21 minutes. That was more than, some games that I've played that I know for sure I enjoy them. It's like I can almost already say Xenoblade Chronicles X would be top 5 game of the year. So, yeah, going to chat. I always downloaded music, but having the MP3 player saves on a lot of phone space. There's that, because that was the thing I was running up against where I had to have separate SD cards for my MP3s, but then over time, phones stopped using SD cards. movement in XCX just feels good. When XCX says you can go to anything you see, they legitimately mean it. Yeah. I mean, just as simple as even to earlier this morning, I was playing an early mission where I had to go up near the top of a cliffside, and I was like, I don't know how I'm going to get there. And as I'm getting there and jumping up, I'm like, oh wait, I'm actually nearly there. And then even likewise, I had to get to the bottom of a cliff, and you can just jump off. There's no fall damage. That's that other thing I wanted to add, where this is not survival like. This is more game systems put together. There's no fall damage. It's pretty cool. Although I am trying to get the Skell, which is the mech, as soon as possible. I think I'm not too far from that, but I've been not really taking my time, but not speed throwing it like speed. What am I trying to say? Speed running. Yeah, speed running through it. I'm trying to okay, locate certain mechanics in the game that I can take advantage of early on to kind of, and and what I was going to get to earlier with the fighting is I think it works. It's just very consistent with leveling and then what you can be doing next. Oh, I shouldn't do that yet, because you can die but respawn right away and be like, okay, I shouldn't do that yet. I'll go do this, and it kind of helps in that aspect. So, or that respect. That's cool. Jim Killick saying Xeno games always look good on every console they're on. That's cool. I'm gonna have to go back and play them all now. Now that I've played this, so okay. And that was it. That's really all I played. Interesting that wife and I didn't even play anything. We did on Christmas Eve, but not Christmas Day. We did have stuff going on. We were chilling a lot. Like after opening presents, like we were chilling on the couch with the Switch, with Xenoblade. Okay, I wanted to read this real quick. So this was from Stealth on Twitter, just a gaming content creator, has been around for a while. So based on a new interview in Famitsu, it sounded, what is up with me? It sounds like Retro Studios had to make the best of a bad situation with Metroid Prime 4. They were given a vision to work with that wasn't really their own, and yet they still made one of the best looking games on Switch or Switch 2. At the start of the project, perhaps due to the influence of The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, we saw a lot of comments on the internet saying we want to play an open world Metroid. However, Metroid's core element of increasing the amount of explorable areas by unlocking powers is not very compatible with the freedom to go anywhere from the beginning of open worlds. Thus, we thought to design a limited area that could be freely explored and have that be a hub that could connect to other areas. Then we thought that if one could move around on the bike in a satisfying way in that area, it could be a segment that mitigates the tension from exploration and paces the whole game. So many problems with this thought process. In the end, the game took much longer than expected to finish, and we realized that players' impressions toward open world games had changed. That being said, development had already been reset once before when we started again from scratch with Retro Studios. So backtracking development again was out of the question. And let me move this up. And we resolved to move forward with our original vision. During this time, shooting games and action games went through evolutions with an increase in game speed in particular, but taking in those changes would have made it difficult to construct the tempo of an adventure game. So we actively chose to not take them into account. Therefore, I think this game is pretty much divorced from the changing of times. Is it? I think in some elements it is, but in some elements it's not. I think they're saying a lot to be like typical like Nintendo, where they're gonna start adding in some modernization, but usually their own what am I trying to say? Their own mastery of their genres and what they're able to do with their games usually overshadows any modernization it needs to have. Like Nintendo's usually pretty good at modernizing on their own. And the big problem I have with Metroid Prime Beyond is adding that open world area to where even the other areas are very minimal. The puzzles are super basic, like in the temple areas, if you were to equate it to Breath of the Wild. And that's fine. But then that open world area is really time padding. It really is. Especially because if you get an upgrade in one area, you have to then travel back to the home base where You get out of the temple area. Now you're in the open world area. Go through the open world area to the other hub temple thing, but then you go into a machine that launches you. It's weird, to that other area, and then you go find your guy, and then he integrates that into your suit, and then you travel back. So you could prove without a doubt right there, Nintendo Prime 4 was built for at this point and at this stage in development to have time padding in order to make it seem longer, because it really didn't need the open world or the backtrack adjust so the guy can install your upgrade. You don't just get the upgrade like in previous Metroids. um, I really think the truth of what happened was Nintendo doesn't want to put a lot of resources into it. And so when they probably saw the first way the game turned out, they're like, we just can't make it seem bad. Let's just try something else. And not that it seemed bad, it's about the audience, and then, they came out with, what they came out with. And all in all, people kind of just don't care. And, it was dropped at a certain time. I mean, this is the Metroid Prime game is what you want at the Game Awards to be winning awards. The fact that Nintendo doesn't treat Metroid to that degree, that caliber, is this problem I've had the whole time, and we could see it here. So hopefully they can fix that in the future. I think Metroid deserves a lot better. Let's see. Basically, Helium Field Up. Yes, Jim Killex. It's exactly. That was my first feeling when I got into that section. I was like, this is just like in Ocarina of Time when I first went onto the Hyrule Field. Right, which isn't that far off from, say, Metroid Prime 1, 2, just fewer doors. I feel like even if fans call for something, it's okay to ignore it if the idea just doesn't work fit. Yeah, especially when it comes to online. I think we've all learned by now that a lot of times the vocal majority, no, I shouldn't word it that way. It's usually a vocal minority. There's not usually but online is usually where people want to go and vent. You can easily vent. It's anonymous at times. So you're more willing to say something that you want to vent about. That doesn't mean it is true as a whole, but it's for you personally. Some people might latch onto it. And it's interesting because Dread, people liked Dread, even though I thought it was pretty basic, especially if you look at contemporaries like Hollow Knight. So anyway, I've talked about Metroid Prime 4 too long. I'm just glad I have it. And to be honest, I'm going to beat it one day. Hold on, let me check something. Okay. I'm going to jump into a game, guys. I am going to jump into a game. Let me get it up here. Because really, there has not been news. All right, so what do I want to do now? I've had fun running around. I'll show you guys what my map looks like. So this is where I would say that I've been having fun on the map, just kind of going out. And there's so many more than I thought I even got. Like, you just sometimes accidentally, as you're exploring, are just in other segments and getting stuff. There's a few options I have. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, there's a few options I have for what I could do right now. There was something I couldn't do because I was, wait, what? I was too low. Yeah, can I not? Oh, I haven't unlocked that yet. That's a perfect idea. Where should I go? Well, I'm not really too far. I thought I would have got the site. I wonder why I didn't. Okay. Okay. Actually, what I should do is change to this anyway. All right, let's go. And so here's something funny. So this game has a jump button. I went the first few hours never jumping. I didn't know the right trigger was to jump. I think I accidentally figured it out when I was trying to target. Also, the music, it's very funny, this kind of field music we hear. I don't know if it changes, it plays it a lot. It's very Gundam Unicorn, unless that was just kind of music in Japan at that time. Yeah, there's that. It's funny. I went by that FN site and just never activated it. But you can kind of see how the traversal is... Holy macaroni. That just popped up. I thought I heard something. Should I attempt to fight it? No. Oh, wow. Look at that flying up there. Like, isn't this game insane? Where is it even going? Oh, and then it plays this other music. I really love it. It reminds me of Predator and Aliens. Okay. You know what? JibKillX Autonomous, that is a good point. I haven't played a lot of Phantasy Star Online, but I've played enough to where I can see where there is a very similar through line. Okay, oh wait a minute, yeah. I have to be careful, there's some big bad guys. Wait, I don't even think I can fight those guys yet. I have to talk to a dude over there. What's that? Oh, or... oh no, guys. I think it's gonna be over. Unless you guys know what I should do in a situation like this. But like you can already see everyone's pretty much.
Rising flame! Flame grenade!
Yeah, one hit kill.
Sorry, guys.
Okay. So that's one of those things where it's like, am I supposed to maybe come back, or do I try to sneak and get it without, you know, being caught? Let's see. That's what's cool about this game, is like sometimes you really don't know what you're supposed to do, and then you'll just accidentally do something. Okay. Oh no. Okay, do it again. I got an idea. Wait, how do I...
I don't want it to end like this.
Oh, well,
This is wearing me down.
so I might not be able to just
It's all on me now.
One more
sneak.
hit.
But I wonder if I can like cancel a let's see. Okay, so it kind of resets it if you're far enough away. Uh-oh. Maybe they could be stuck enough that I can go and grab whatever that is. I'm supposed to grab. You guys might be like, Adam, what the f... Oh, yeah. But I kind of like how, you know, I died, but I just come back. Alright. Let's look at my map. Where is it saying I need to go now? I don't mind just running there. Oh, it's up there? I don't mind. Let's see if there's some cool fights I can get into. It just really depends on the level. I'm level 15. But I don't know if, like, there's a 10 up here. I'll do that. And maybe...
Rising flame! First in, first to win.
Now it's time.
Didn't see that coming. Gun flame grenade! Now, close in and clean up. Rising flame! Tornado flame!
Nice. Okay. And there's like these other little crystals I could pick up. And are these just... That's cool. Are these just like randomly placed on the map? Then even if you like come back, it's just more just kind of like randomly placed? I think so. And it's always something random. Yeah, they're for crafting. Okay, yeah, haven't done anything with that yet, I don't think. Crafting. Yes. Why'd I have to meet you all the way out here?
Well,
Okay. Oh, interesting. Man, then there's a lot more to these systems. Oh, new shirt, I guess. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I will say the way they do that, I like it. It reminds me of Dark Souls, where, or which one was it? Wasn't that game where it's like you could have armor, but then you could choose the look you want, and oh, that was a different game. Yeah, maybe Avowed. Let's do this guy right here. I don't know if it's gonna be tough, but
flame grenade! First in, first to win. Attack up close. Now, hammer blast before they get up. Furious
do some
blast.
damage. Fire carnival.
Okay, here comes the pain. Tornado flame!
oh, what's that?
Yes. Hit him again for me.
Early bird. On it. Take this.
What? Failed.
That presented.
On it. Take this.
Shadow
Didn't
strike.
see that coming. Gun him down.
Upper hand.
Defensive stance.
Side
My health was
blast.
down. I don't know if it's from this battle or from the last one, and I wasn't paying attention.
Furious blast. Victory is ours.
Move in and keep the rhythm going.
So I don't know. Oh wait, is there another?
Well,
Oh, another assignment. I might as well. Cool. Wow, look at these monsters. Alright. Okay, so there's a lot of different things I can be doing. Let me see if I can do this, because I was dying last time. Okay, yeah, these things. Oh, some of them are still high level. But I wonder if that's just a good way for me to level up fast.
rising. First in, first to win. Attack up close.
Now, melee attacks.
Furious blast!
Lightning! Thunder! Fire carnival! Trash!
Rising flame!
Sorry. I can't seem to get
Tornado
that.
flame!
Come on. Hit harder.
Defensive stance!
Uh-oh.
You guys, take it to...
Yeah, they might be a
Now
little
I'm feeling it.
on the high side.
I'm in trouble.
All on me.
Heal me. Sorry.
This is nothing. I'm sorry.
Okay, so I won't do that yet. Let's see. What's this one? Oh, that seems pretty easy. Let's see, what's the closest fast travel point? I wonder if I'm better off. Let me see.
Looks like we've got no
Oh.
choice.
Okay, that was not a good idea. I wonder if I can just run away. Yeah, what was another game? I think maybe it was Avowed. I was playing Avowed, and there's times where I'm just like running away, and then like my teammates are just teleporting next to me. It's okay.
This is just one more hit.
I mean, is this even? Am I losing something by playing this way, where I get engaged in a fight I'm gonna lose, so I just run, and then let my teammates die? All right. Oh, some right here, or is this a different? This might be a different thing, but I guess I'll do it anyway.
Rising flame! First in, first to win.
Now it's my fire carnival.
Flame grenade!
Sliding thunder.
Furious blast!
Blast. Side flash.
Assault hammer!
Cool. Yeah, I like how that works because
Rising
it's
flame!
there's so much to do. You don't feel so bad if you happen to
Tornado
lose or.
flame!
Sliding thunder. Nice.
Rising
Move in and
flame!
do some damage.
Victory is ours!
Let's keep it up.
Rising flame! Okay! Here comes the pain!
Move in and do some
Tornado
damage.
flame! They didn't see that coming.
I'll
Gun
shadow
down!
strike. Got him.
Furious
Cover
blast!
fire.
Let's see him chew on this.
Side flash.
Rising flame! Rising flame!
Sliding thunder.
I wonder if it's better to be targeting the hit.
Rising flame! This team
I
never
would die by
loses.
now.
Nice work.
Rising flame! Now, close in and clean up. Blast them before they get up. Furious blast! Tornado flame! Rising flame! Flame grenade! Okay! Here come victory is ours!
We got
Nice.
him. Let's move.
Okay. So the others above me or below me? That's. Yeah, this game looks crazy. I don't know if I've been up. Oh yeah, I was here earlier. Hold up. Let me... Yeah, they're up high, and I don't know if I know how to get up there. But I feel like I've gone up there. Okay. This might be weird, but I'm gonna come from this side. Oh, hello. Oh no, I thought I could get away. I guess I will anyway. Okay, so coming from this side. Okay, this helps me get an idea. Oh, you know, I forgot. Since my mission is over, I can add that other... No, I can't yet. Maybe I have to complete a certain mission first. Oh. These are pretty high level. It's interesting because when you look at the map, okay, so there's different things. There's these. It says recommended level 8. And that doesn't say. But how can we get... So these guys underground somewhere? Oh, don't want to fall down there. That's where I was before.
They got the
Oh,
drop
no.
on us.
Could I?
Rising flame! First in, first out. My turn to
Fire's carnival!
defensive stance!
Punch me up!
Tornado flame!
Side flash!
Furious blast!
Light! Winner!
Okay, Gwen. Oh, I wasn't...
Flame grenade! Rising flame! Hey, there. I need
Let me
healing.
catch myself
Thanks for the
first.
backup.
Blast! Primer!
Tornado
Shadow
flame!
strike!
Alright, you're in for it.
Move in and take some damage! Slide! Winner!
Defensive stance! Assault hammer! Didn't see that coming. Gun it down.
Blast! Use an aura! Get control of the battle!
Furious blast!
Side flash! Now, melee attack!
Alright, you're in for it.
I'm sorry.
Rising Follow me. Right
Nice.
here. You can do it.
Oops. Man, I keep messing these up.
Stagger them with a melee attack.
I'll send him for a loop.
Close in. Blast. Lightning slinger.
Oh,
Fire carnival.
Flame grenade. Furious blast.
Sorry. You guys, take it to
Side flash.
Rising. Not over. Follow me now. Assault hammer. Blast them before they get up.
Target in sight.
It all comes down to team.
nice.
Excellent strategy.
Okay. So I didn't want to do this, but I'm gonna hold up. I gotta make sure the right one is selected. Yeah. Because, like, where is this taking me? Oh. Oh, the drone. Thanks, JamKilleX. I just saw you posted that. Yeah, that. Oh. I keep forgetting about the drone. Okay, so are we going under? That would make sense. Cool. Or scary. Alien right. Uh-oh.
Strength
Awesome.
comes from experience. That's true
I
on
love
any
finding
level.
caverns. It's like a Zelda thing or like Elden Ring. When you find a cave, it's like, oh, there's some what? But they're small. What do you think, guys? Okay. Is that the trick? Wait, because I think the eye means they can see me and then they will attack, but if I walk this slow, am I good? Yeah, it's like, I don't know, they seem so small, I could just squish them. So this works? I think you should play it safe, and I keep missing these funny... not explode on sight, yeah. Oh. This seems to work. Alright, how can I get one of these fourth? And I gotta be patient. I'm not gonna go fast. I think there's just one over here. This one looks like it's out there, one up there. But it said I only needed 4. Wait, what's going on? Oh yeah, it's right there. Nice. But it looks like there's some artifacts in here. Like, but I have to get up. I don't know if it would be worth doing all that right now. And then this other thing, yeah, I it seemed like they were just too high. Yeah, I gotta come back. And then there's other missions down here I can do because I just been accepting missions. Oh, there's a tyrant to get. Maybe let's see what's going on here. Is it wrong that I just teleported out? I'm gonna go back in there, I guess, once I'm higher level for the those artifacts, wreckage, whatever they call them. Oh, over in that direction. Let me do some real quick. Oh. Okay. Oh, that's a cool look. Oh. Okay. So, are they saying I have to fight one of these guys? That'd be pretty cool. I don't know if I'm ready. Okay, let's look at the, wait, how do I... Sinicula. Hunt the bold Sinicula. Which one is the Sinicula? Nope. Unless I read the wrong mission. Let me go back. Yeah, what mission? What the? Okay, let me do it through the map. Okay. Archibald the Revolutionary? Oh, there's a little thing I'm gonna get. Wait a minute. But there's some... Okay. Oh, thanks, Ultronimus. Oh, there's some else I might need over here while we're waiting. A couple things I can do. Just gonna slowly walk. Is there like a... Oh, wait. Nope. Like a... Oh, I forgot about this. Over, if I hit right click, it will show my current mission. While it's raining. See, and that gives me more details. Thanks, Ultronus. Just being careful, slowly walking up to the FN side. Nice. That's cool. Huh, I should get that one to the south of me. I'm just gonna run. Alright. A little base up there. How can I get up there? Oh, there's a little base over there too. I don't know if I want to go that way. Yeah. I kind of want to go... I can't believe I'm still streaming. Oh. The other thing I need to do is I heard Chapter 6 is when I can get my Skell. And I'm kind of just doing random things right now, but maybe I should work on that. What's going on? Do they need me to help fight people? Or? Oh, it is raining. But I wanted to see if I could find the outpost thing here. Yeah, so far there's been some dialogue where I'm not sure if it had any impact, but I kind of chose what I think would be best. Okay, yeah, I should keep going. There it is. Interesting. This seems like this would lead to somewhere. The beginning of the game. Is this the beginning of the game? That's pretty cool. Okay, there's something over here. Oh. Okay, well, you know what? That might do it for now. Where should I really like how much more I've uncovered here. But... Oh. I am going to start back up here for next time. Oh. So Mass Effect style consequences. Interesting. Okay, well... There we go. This game, I tell you. Didn't think that would happen. Alright. Close this out. Head back here. Alright, guys. I'm gonna head out. That was a lot of fun. I'll see you next week. Hope you guys have a good rest of the day. Hope you had a good Christmas. We'll be back next week, and then there's New Year's shenanigans, and then I'll be doing all my Game of the Year stuff. So, see you guys. Thanks for hanging out while I played. See you.